Oh, I can see the chat. It's going down like this, motherfucker.
Nigga get mad. Say, motherfucker, what you mean you ain't gonna let me in this funky joint? Much money I done spent in here, nigga. I knew your mama when she was horn. Hump, baby. Shit, bet I do it over time. Say that, nigga. Shit. Bar, back the bar, off time. Shit, boy, I'm trying to make me some money. Boy, I'm hungry as a hog needs slop Jesus. Shit, gotta be a Jesus, cause too many black folks.
For what he has, he says that the only way that we can solve our problem is to unite. For what he has, he says that the only way that we can solve our problem is to unite. For what he has, he says that the only way that we can solve our problem is to unite. For what he has, he says that the only way that we can solve our problem is to unite together among ourselves, among our own kind, clean ourselves up, rid ourselves of the evils that we've become addicted to here in this society.
I'm trying to tell you just with Herb man. I'm trying to tell you just with Herb man. I'm trying to tell you just with Herb man.
Off my dome, this is actually taught by the people who are ancestors of the Mayans.
Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man. Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man. Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man.
Your feet. He looked down, seen her feet. The nigga went berserk. Killed the monkey. Threw the bat out the window. Start kicking that bitch in the air.
You don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. It's cool enough just being cool, like I am, chilling.
This ain't loud enough, I'm still trying. This ain't loud enough, I'm still trying. This ain't loud enough, I'm still trying.
I just left a light in this bitch. I just left a light in this bitch. I just left a light in this bitch.
Fuck up, move the fuck back. Back the fuck up, move the fuck back.
I think very deeply. I think very deeply. You're a philosopher? Yes. You're a philosopher? Yes. You're a philosopher? Yes. You're a philosopher? Yes.
Dance with me. Oh yeah. Dance with me. Dance with me. Oh yeah. Everybody.
I mean TikTok. TikTok. A lot of the white content creators on TikTok get all of their dances from the black content creators.
Decent white folk that still don't know they're racist.
Damn white boys out there. Most of them is psychopaths and all that. They'll kill your mama's mama and you.
What the hell you want here, hunky?
I don't mean to be out of line. I mean to be rude. I mean to be rude. I mean to be rude. I don't
It all breaks down to, what does this mean to me?
I think we OD.
How does this event affect my thinking?
I think we OD.
Your lines are still open. Oh shit, you can get it, nigga. You wanna get it?
Used to snort cocaine, now I fiend for the check. Used to snort cocaine, now I fiend for the check.
My word, can't be my equal, I don't know what you heard. My word, can't be my equal, I don't know what you heard. My word, can't be my equal, I don't know what you heard.
I hit the loot juice and pulls up in the deuce. I hit the loot juice and pulls up in the deuce. Heavy, I'm a walking dead man, is what they call me when I come.
I guess you go to the history of European civilizations. 250 years is how long they last before they implode, because of their greed, because of their violence, because of an inability to let others be, including themselves. If they didn't have brown and black people to hate, they would hate themselves. I guess you go to the history of European civilizations. 250 years is how long they last before they implode, because of their greed, because of their violence, because of an inability to let others be, including themselves. If they didn't have brown and black people to hate, they would hate themselves.
To the east, to the north, to the west, to the south, above, below, and the middle. To the east, to the north, to the west, to the south, above, below, and the center. Greetings. This is Big Pontiac, and welcome to the Chocolate Mountain Show. I am the holder of the infinite sacred ball game that was created by the Hero Twins, and I am that one and only Galactic Daddy-O, welcoming each and every one of you to my galactic patio that reaches from Minnesota to the universe. Well, that must be my motherfucking cue to come on in, and tonight, you know, at this portion of the show, we always highlight the beer, and tonight's beer is Great Lakes Elliott Ness which I am not going to drink because I'm drinking 4 of these motherfuckers today. But pop them if you got them. I'm still got plenty of this crackle left, and I can smoke all night. And so we're gonna put the crackle in the Luca hookah. And so we've got the unicorn Luca hookah. And I'm just gonna drink motherfucking water if my throat gets dry. So we're gonna let this percolate for a minute. And as we warm up this evening, we're coming out of the day at a time. Technically, this is going into the first day of the new year. Was created by the Mayan. The day out of time is probably the oldest observed day, looked at as a power day. Some can even say as I don't want to even say, but it's a celebration. It's probably the oldest continuous celebration. As I was looking through this magician's tablet, I was still trying to find the tablet that gives the dates, because they try to start the Mayan year at 4,000. I think it's something like 4,012. So we can at least say that the day of time has been practiced since at least 4,012. And that's BC. That ain't common era. That is not common era. So I think it's right in here. No, these are names. So it's been practiced. You can do your own. It's gonna mean different things to different people. Let's see if I can do just let's see what results I'll get. Here we go. And so parts of the country or parts of the world, mostly American. The day out of time is a timeless magic art and piece that is not any moon or month. It is observed on July 25th when Cyrus rises with the sun. Is a day to let go of the past and present now. And it is also the day of universal forgiveness and the eve of the Mayan New Year, which starts on the 26th. See if we can get this to pop up. A day of time is always synchronized with July 25th based on the galactic calendar, 13th month, 28th day of the spiral new year. So that is part of its explanation. And this might, the month of July offers opportunities, blah, blah. This is, cosmic insight for July. Wasn't really what I was looking for. Day out of time. Let's see if this gives it to me. This might be it. It is. This is the snooze. This is the, here we go. Jose Arguelles. There we go. Jose Arguelles, he's the one that wrote this book, and that what I just showed you is his company. Oh, I missed it. I think it's still probably percolating though. But this comes from Jose Arguelles, and you actually can get this 13-month calendar. You don't have to really pay for it. You can download it at certain times. They do offer to buy it, but it is a day at a time. What could it possibly be? How about the month or week at all? As you might say, it's Friday and it's July 25th, the true on the Gregorian calendar, but it's not the 13-month calendar. The day at a time is the day to celebrate. That is art. And since art is the basis of constructive peace, this is scheduled. Let's take a smoke break, which is always relevant. So smoke them if you want them. All right, I'll continue. Peace through culture is the fundamental premise of the 13-day calendar. When you celebrate time is art, you are promoting peace through culture. If you go to most any day at a time calendar, you'll see that all the banners of peace, the symbol of the banner signifies the unity of art, science, and spirituality. Since 1935, the banner's been internationally recognized as an instrument of peace. Yeah, but it's got the threes, and the threes is circled, and you could also say Mickey Mouse, but anyway. As saying is where there's peace, there's culture. Where the culture, there's peace. The day is also marked by ceremony of universal forgiveness. The 13-day calendar occurs on July 26, magnetic moon 1. Why is that? The date was originally correlated to conjunction of the sun with the Cyrus rising. The 13-moon calendar is not just a solar orbital calendar, it's also coded to galactic timing cycles, most notably the Cyrus cycles through the 13-moon calendar conscious galactic consciousness. So, for those of you that want to celebrate tomorrow as the beginning of the day of the year, this is kind of a reason why. So, led to conjunction of the sun with the Cyrus rise. All right, and let's Jamar 2324. What's happening? Thank you for joining. And I know you definitely got to have vision. El Dragon Amaru Khan, thank you for joining. And I know you definitely got to have vision. It's interesting. Yesterday, PJ Allen texted me about Bronny's thing. He was the first one to tell me about Bronny, and his situation. And look up, Lobo did a video that's probably more than right. See, it's again, as I've said before, when you look at sacrifice and being part of something where it takes a sacrifice, it's better to be shamed than to be killed. I'm going to say that again. It's better to be shamed than to be killed or go through a shaming type of story. And that's this. And I said the other night, or I guess I didn't, but I'll say this is, they say he can't play again. You don't think he's going right into another business? The boy made probably almost $10 million in high school. So do you think that he's not a business that he can go to if he can't play again? So again, it's better to be shamed than to be killed. Because in some instances, the beast seems to take the shaming in the place of death. And I'm going to say that again, in case that went over anybody's heads. In some instances, it's better to take shaming than to take death. Because looking at LeBron's situation, it was pretty clear that the mama was going to be the first to go. That's what it seemed like. But again, they take this shaming. Remember the shaming they did in high school where they suspended him over getting some jerseys. So, Bishop McBone, what's happening? And Bishop McBone is somebody I can always count on who controls his bitches.
My bitches. You saying you can't control your bitches? What?
And he definitely has.
Got to have vision.
I just did the same. Very nice. Thank you, Brother Macbone. And so, don't feel sorry for him. It's like, why you care about Jamie Foxx? Why you care about any of them? Because, you know, when they sign up to be part of the beast, they sign up for it. So they know the risk that goes into it. I mean, his daddy got full boule. And as it looks and it represents the boule guardian. LeBron James, even though the boule is all about education, remember that. The boule is all about education. But the boule is dying just like all the other stuff. So they're accepting non-college people. Remember, Farrakhan is a Q. Farrakhan is going through the same thing these frats is going through. Less and less people want to be part of this shit. So the boule saw the writing on the wall. It was like, if we don't tap into these young people that's bypassing college, we won't ever get them to join. Y'all think Shaq went through that what is it called when you pledge? You think Shaq went through the pledging? You think Michael Jordan went through the pledging? Both of them Qs. You think they went through the pledging? Think they did all that? People forget it's something called grad chapter where you can bypass the stupid shit. I saw one of my teammates. And one of my teammates, this nigga is wearing, he created some kind of Kappa bicycle suit and shit. I'm looking at this nigga like, wow. Like, as you see me, I don't even hardly wear no A&T shit. I only got a coat and a couple hats. I just don't wear that shit. You know, these niggas is wearing this Kappa shit like, even if I had went through that shit, I couldn't still see wearing that shit in my 60s. Some shit that's, but again, it's and I'll say this, the knock on black colleges, HBCUs, where the fuck you want to call that shit, the knock on is it is a boule breeding ground. It's a boule recruiting station. All the frats are trying to get the best and the brightest, and the boule pick from the frats. And that ain't nothing new. That's been going on for a long time. So, hey, Nicole B, thank you for joining. And I know you definitely got to have vision. I don't really have a whole lot to say. I'm not going to stay on terribly too long because the niggas getting, I must say my pickleball game is getting nasty. It's getting nasty. Oh my goodness. I burned about 1,800 calories. I played pickleball for an hour and 37 minutes today. What is the steps? Where's the motherfucking phone at? The steps is into I know the day done crossed over. Oops. Yeah, 1,700 calories. It crossed over on me. Everything changed. But I'm getting like 16 hours of standing time just from working out. So, okay, I'll get yesterday. Let me see. Because it's like I'll kill it one day. Yesterday energy. It said I climbed like 20 flights of stairs. Yeah, yesterday I got, 60, hour and 37 minutes of exercise, continuous exercise. My heart rate went in a range of, this is just resting heart rate, but I think I got my exercise, I got my heart rate. Yeah, my heart rate damn near yesterday got up into 198. Heart rate variability, so every day you want to work your heart. It's your strongest muscle. This is your atom bomb. I mean, there's soul in here. People don't look at their heart as a brain. And that's really like stupid. Your heart is obviously a brain. So So you should work your heart. You ain't got to play pickleball. Again, the diet that we have is horrible. So if you don't work out, you're getting part of a horrible diet without working out. As I say many nights, my African friend, I ask him, I'm like, did your ass work out where you used when you lived back in Uganda? And he said, in Uganda, you only needed one shirt. He said, America, you need a bunch of shirts. But he said, Uganda, you need one shirt a year. But that wasn't the question. The question was, the nigga, I'm like, do you work out? It's like, no, I never worked out until I got here. I said, did you have high blood pressure over there? He's like, no, I didn't have high blood pressure over there. And I said, well, what do you think is the deciding factor? He's like, well, there's no McDonald's over there, no Big Macs and shit. And the nigga said he was addicted to Big Macs. I'm like, well, then you walk around that lake a few more times, it might help your ass. So it's our lifestyle and what we eat that harms us the most. And, until you learn to eat better, sleep better, you might have some issues. This ain't it. There's other channels that covered it. They didn't cover it. No, these other channels covered it. Right here. This is not the newest. Let's get the newest about it. No, I guess this is the newest. Okay. This is the newest, and this is debauchery in my local area. As you see, it says 2 children shot inside of an apartment. There were several stories, but let's let them tell it.
In Minneapolis, where police are looking for whoever fired shots overnight that went through a home and hit 2 young children. This happened in the middle of the night near 30th and Emerson Avenue North. Police say the shooting was not random, but that the children were not the intended targets. Morgan Wolf joins us now with details. Morgan?
Chief Brian O'Hara says that he is laser focused on addressing the problem of gun violence in the city. I was out in the community tonight, and those we spoke with say that more needs to be done in North Minneapolis to ensure safety, and especially for kids.
Another bullet hole that's in the house, and it's kind of crazy because it's right by my room.
Never has Tylen Emanuel
Yeah, it's like as soon as you walk in, my room is right there.
gotten used to these in his home.
I wake up, I see a whole bunch of cops outside. I see an ambulance.
Early Wednesday morning, shots were fired into this duplex that he lives in. A 7-year-old girl and an 11-year-old boy were hit by bullets.
Several rounds struck that building.
Chief Brian O'Hara could not share much detail on what they have learned, but he says that he's certain the children, who are expected to be okay, were not the intended targets.
Kind of the feeling that we're all in this together is part of what I think being a North Minneapolis resident is.
Pastor Dale Holm lives and works steps away from the shooting, praying the family's going to be okay and that the community can all come together to end this violence.
I think that if there's anything, I guess all of us can do more.
Bishop Richard Howell echoing the same sentiment.
And I think that we have to get the message out.
Wow, look how terrible this wig is. This is that glue-in, spray-in stuff. Oh my goodness, that looks gross. It looks greasy like a jerry curl. But this is that stuff where they can just pat you in, make it try to thick, and then they spray over here to try to make it look. But this looks horrible. Look at this. I mean, this looks like almost his brain is under there. But okay, I'm sorry. Let's go. Tell us about the shooting.
That there is a better way to live your life without taking another life.
Police are asking anyone with information to come forward, and you can do it anonymously. You can call or you can submit a form online. Julie.
Thank you, Morgan.
So that was a little bit of the debauchery that went on in this city overnight. But there's now this one, this one I let's see. This ain't it. Let's let it go. Okay. This one is not very interesting, but I guess it has a good outcome, but I'll let them tell it.
Arizona girl who disappeared in 2019 at the age of 14. Well, Alicia has been located, found safe in Montana. The case gained a lot of national attention, with detectives receiving thousands of leads in the last 4 years. Glendale, Arizona police says Alicia showed up at a local police station in Montana. So right now we want to show you a very, very short clip of her speaking with officers on FaceTime. Let's take a listen.
Thank you very much for talking with us.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you for offering help to me.
Yes, ma'am. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Did anybody hurt you in any way?
No, no one hurt me.
Okay, because, our goal is we just want to make sure that you're safe.
Wow. Okay. As I said before, they asked if anybody hurt her. Look what she did. Her face.
Our goal is we just want to make sure that you're safe.
I don't, I understand that. Thank you for offering help to me.
Yes, ma'am. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Did anybody hurt you in any way?
No.
Look at the gross body movement. She looks away. She changes. This is deception.
No one hurt me.
Looking down. Again, deception.
Okay, because, our goal is we just want to make sure that you're safe.
I understand that.
Okay, so you just heard Alicia Navarro there. She says no one hurt her, and she's now been reunited.
But this looked like Wednesday.
On FaceTime, let's take a listen.
This chick looked like Wednesday like a motherfucker. This is Wednesday. That looks like Wednesday of the Addams Family and shit. But I mean, she's held, guarded. Wow, this is a little big person. She's 4 something. Wow. Let's see. Let's pick it up here.
Department in Montana, but saying this has been a long road. Let's listen.
I want to start off by saying that there's a lot of mixed emotions with this particular announcement that we're having.
Does this motherfucker just come back from the casino or something? Like, why would he wear this to this kind of press conference? This nigga must have been at the reservation at the casino dressed like this. I mean, I know it's black and white, but really? Who is this dude again? My goodness.
We are happy, and at the same time, we're hopeful that we will be able to supply this family a little bit more closure. With that, I would like to tell you that Alicia Navarro has been located. She is, by all accounts, safe. She is, by all accounts, healthy, and she is, by all accounts, happy. She was located in a very small town in Montana near the Canadian border. We can tell you that she went to a local police department in that area. She identified herself as Alicia Navarro, and at that point, our officers went into investigation mode. We conducted several types of interviews, and not only through those interviews, but through the help of Alicia's family themselves, we are confident that the person that we are talking with and are dealing with is indeed Alicia Navarro.
All right. I'm bored with them already. Okay, it's some bullshit. Okay. Damn, Glendale teen missing since 19. Wow. It was hot as hell today. If that can be hot, it was hot burning down the damn charts today. Damn. And let me be honest. Yesterday was, or the day before was $5 Tuesday. I almost got locked into watching freaking Barbie, but I did not have to go see it. It was sold out, or there was no seats to sit together. And I told my woman I wouldn't go see Barbie if we couldn't sit together. And so I lucked out and we went to Famous Dave's. Famous Dave's. And you know, I don't eat much pork, but they had a big platter that fed two for $49.95. You get a big thing of slaw. You get a big thing of sweet beans. You get corn on the cob. You get sweet little cornbread cupcakes. They give you a slab of ribs. They give you a chicken. And Famous Dave has hot links. Yum. So that was better than going to freaking Barbie. So I've avoided Barbie for a second week. But this is a story going on some fucking where, and they'll tell you where the fuck the story's going on, and then I'll give you my 2 cents on it.
And we begin with breaking news as we learn about a connection between two shocking murders. 6 people are now under arrest, and police say these may not be their only crimes.
Both murders taking place at scenic overlooks. One along Angeles Crest Highway, the other in Rancho Palos Verdes. Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Sitter live for us now in Pasadena with more on the arrests and why the victims may have been targeted. Leanne.
Mark and Giovanna investigators say it was all about the location. Those suspects targeting victims at remote scenic lookouts. Detectives say that the arrests likely saved lives.
Saved lives.
A dozen alleged killers under arrest. The suspects described by Pasadena police as ruthless and violent, potentially on the hunt for more victims.
The intervention was crucial at the time that it occurred because it was in prevention of additional crimes that may result in death or great bodily injury.
Yeah, we need to look at your great bodily. Look at all that fake hair. Again, hair don't grow in here. Hair don't grow in here. The only time you see hair in here is when they start gluing it. And he looks like he can afford to get a good hairpiece, but he doesn't have a good hairpiece for some reason. But okay, let's go.
Or great bodily injury.
The suspects taken into custody in Panorama City after an intense investigation following the murder of 32-year-old Jesse Munoz. He was shot and killed on Angeles Crest Highway during a robbery. His family says he took a friend up to the lookout to see a sunrise.
Why did you have this heartless heart to take someone else's life?
For real though.
Someone who didn't even bother. He didn't bother anyone.
Well, but, so if you want to go somewhere, like when I go over to the Mounds, it is not in the greatest desirable neighborhood, so I take something. So even though I'm like, if you fuck with me, I will shoot you, but you got to be like that. You got to have one, like even when you're doing your you're like, I will shoot a motherfucker that comes over and fucks with me, You dig what I'm saying? So even though you're doing something that's beautiful and spiritual, you got to be aware of your surroundings. I mean, it's getting rough out there. They're giving the bears cocaine. I've heard there's cocaine coyotes, there are cocaine hawks, Paragon falcons, cocaine eagles, and we know last week I showed you cocaine sharks. So all the animals are on cocaine. I even saw some ants they was carrying crack back to the ant holes. I didn't know ants had anything, but I knew where the trap house was, and I was seeing all the ants in the line, and each of them had a little rock on their back. I don't know if they made some kind of deal, but ants even like crack for some reason or another. I guess they want to make a new queen mother or some shit. I don't know. But so you got to, even though you want to enjoy something beautiful, you got to be self-aware. And he's throwing the devil horns. As that Goofy says, the devil horns don't mean shit.
Munoz's female victim was uninjured and was key, detectives say, to their murder investigation. Authorities say they believe the suspects, who are part of a violent street gang, are responsible for other robberies in L.A. County and for the murders of Jose Ramos and Taylor Whitaker. The couple was found shot to death Monday at a lookout in Rancho Palos Verdes.
Our suspects focused on targeting victims who were parked in scenic turnouts or areas that were somewhat desolate with very little, cell phone reception.
That's why I say you gotta have a walkie-talkie. I've got my He-Man walkie-talkies. I've got several pairs of walkie-talkies, but my He-Man walkie-talkies are the best. I can go almost 2 football fields away and still talk. He-Man walkie-talkies, I kept them. Because you can't trust a man with the modern walkie-talkies. You can't trust them. What? Oh, this is, you need to know this.
You're the guy with...
You need to know this. You need to know this so it doesn't happen to you. Because it might happen to you. You might have a storm and somebody come knocking on your door. You might not know what to do. You might get pressured into giving $9,000 up and you didn't get shit. So I'm bringing you, I'm bringing you the news.
It rain, and what we didn't, storm damage. Trees went down, houses got some hits, and for the second time this week, folks in our area had to clean up after big storms. We start there because it's this exact moment in time when roofing scammers start making the rounds around here, but we've been ahead of the game in recent weeks, tracking a scam that has hit homeowners across our metro, costing them thousands of dollars. But now there have been some arrests, and 2 men are in federal custody on suspicion of posing as local contractors and damaging homes on purpose to get money out of you fast. They'd go to a house and say they were from companies here in the area you know and trust. Yeah, they were not. And then they would get you to let them on your roof to check things out. And once they were up there, they tore it up and then came to you and said they found some problems and that you needed to pay them in cash. People did it. And no fix actually happened, of course. They were on to their next victims by that point. And now police and the feds are trying to sort through just how big this has gotten. Kent, what's our update tonight?
What's our update?
Well, Jenna, essentially, they picked the wrong woman to mess with. She is the 88-year-old woman in Minnetonka who you are about to hear from, but you...
I like the shirt, but again, this shirt comes from Macy's. I like the shirt. It's stiff, but the suit don't really fit him well. But I like the shirt, so I'll give you a pass.
Won't be hearing her name or seeing her face because she doesn't want all the attention. She just wants her house fixed.
The owner of this Minnetonka home says the story behind her damaged chimney began last week when she was approached by men who said they saw signs of trouble from above.
They had drones going over the houses and they detected that my chimney had cracks in it.
The 88-year-old homeowner says a man who called himself Jonathan then gave her this business card saying he worked for Advantage Construction, a real local company with really good reviews.
It looked legitimate, so I thought, well, okay.
So you trusted the name?
I trusted the name.
But when he and others returned the next day, that trust began to crumble.
They just put a ladder up and went up on my roof. And then he showed me a picture of my chimney that had a big hole in it.
So this is part of your chimney that you're talking about?
Yes, that just, was loose and fell out.
That's what they said?
Yeah.
It's then that she began piecing together holes in their story. She went back to the Advantage website and called their actual number.
This was the second one we had in just a matter of a couple days.
General Manager Don Patnode says they received a similar story from a man given the same fake business card in...
Damn. God damn, you could be on TV and this is what you wear, a too tight shirt. What is it with Europeans wearing these too tight shirts? At least he doesn't have the motherfucker tucked in, but come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man.
General Manager Don Patnode says they received a similar story from a man given the same fake business card in Minneapolis. Fortunately, he didn't let them get this far.
How much damage did they do?
We're estimating right now around $7,500 on that chimney, but we don't know how far into the house it goes.
The homeowner also contacted Minnetonka police and told them that she had requested a contract from the imposters.
This is the contract that they offered.
Yeah, this looks like not a contract.
Agreed. In our business, we would call that a clue.
So, Captain Andy Gardner says several detectives worked with the homeowner to arrange another meeting yesterday, which led to several arrests.
Is sting the right word to use?
I suppose it would be. We took 2 adults into custody, but there are also 2 juvenile boys with them.
And if you think reading that contract is hard, he says identifying them has been even harder.
They produced a number of fraudulent travel documents, passports. The Department of Homeland Security was critical yesterday in helping us identify who they are. So as of right now, they're in federal custody.
He says it appears they're UK residents originally from Ireland. 2 weeks ago, we reported on a group of men with Irish accents impersonating a different local company, Key Prime Roofing, and doing tens of thousands of dollars in damage to homes in Robbinsdale and Roseville.
Do you believe any of these things might be related?
I think they're directly related, yes. And so I would encourage anybody seeing this that thinks they may have encountered the people that we're talking about today or been scammed.
So if, for my Minnesota people, if Lucky Charms knocks on your motherfucking door, turn them away. Say, Lucky Charms, we know you can't do roof work, but people will fuck up your shit to make a profit. So be aware and, make sure you have the licensing. I mean, be thorough in your work when, for most people, your other than your car, your 2 most valuable assets is your home and your car. So the most money that most people spend is your crib. So you just can't let motherfuckers, that's the common thing. Well, can we at least go up there and tell you? No, nigga, you can't go tell me shit. You're not going on my roof, motherfucker. Because as soon as the hail damage and shit goes away, motherfuckers want to climb on your roof and, like they showed. Motherfuckers will fuck your shit up. So keep that in mind for homeowners. If you're renting, you ain't got to really worry about it. But homeowners, you do have to worry about it. Oh, I don't know if y'all caught this. This is some bullshit from New York.
You're the guy with the gun.
This is from New York, and this is interesting. I think that's what this is. Caught this morning. Again, they like keeping New York in the news, so it's always some bullshit coming out of New York.
To fall to the ground, it was a in New York caught fire this morning, partially collapsing and causing debris to fall to the ground. It was a scary scene there. For more on the very latest, joining us now is Fox 5's Antoine Lewis. Antoine, thanks so much for being with us here. And several people were also injured in this incident, right?
Yeah, we just got updated totals, Lexi. There were 12 injuries, 3
I forgot to mention, I was briefly in New York earlier after pickleball. I'd take a quick flight. See, what you guys have to realize is I am still after the clan baby. The sister gave the most important clue. The clan baby is running around everywhere, and I would dare say the clan baby started this fire. So that's why I was there. I almost got hit. I thought some of that shit was going to get the clan baby because he escaped from me. I had him in the clutches, but I don't know, he was slippery and got away. So the clan baby caused this. So, oh, OTF, what's happening? And thank you for coming on, because I know you got to have.
Got to have vision.
But I'm sorry, the clan baby, I'm after him. So I want y'all to, but let's go.
of those were to fire.
Okay, like, what's up with your collar, bro? This ain't even a new shirt. And you don't have a t-shirt. You don't have a t-shirt on, a wife beater. But look at this collar, like you on TV, bro. Why would you wear this young shirt? This was your son's shirt. What, that was the only one clean? But look at this collar. Come on now. It's all distressed and shit. And you on TV, but let's go.
Firefighters. Now, anyone that's watching, if you're familiar with the landscape of Manhattan, we're on the west side in Hell's Kitchen. Let's show you what's going on here, because where we are remains blocked to traffic. But Roy is going to give you a look at where the attention and the focus is right now, because there is still debris hanging from both of the buildings that were impacted, which officials say has the potential to fall below. So what you're seeing are crews putting up a mesh curtain of sorts to try to contain that debris.
Around 7:30 Wednesday morning, officials say the crane on top of this building under construction in Hell's Kitchen started burning out of control. And then the unthinkable happened just as firefighters started arriving on scene.
We had a collapse. The top part of the crane, the boom, and a 16-ton load crashed to the ground.
The boom fell some 45 stories, smashing windows of a neighboring building on its way down to West 41st and 10th Avenue. Emergency crews evacuated buildings in the immediate area. Michael Lyles, one of those who ran for cover.
Once they hit the street, it was like another boom explosion. And then you just saw everybody running everywhere. Everybody trying to get shelter. The construction guys running. Even at the fire department people, they was running to as well.
Authorities quickly blocked off streets.
The Klan baby, that's how he got away. The Klan baby ran to the debris, and I thought I was going to get it, but after the debris fell, the Klan baby gave me the finger, and he didn't get caught. So we're still after the Klan baby, but go ahead.
Within close proximity, firefighters attacked the blaze from buildings nearby as the blaze hit 5-alarm status. Officials say at least 9 civilians and 2 firefighters received non-life-threatening injuries. The crane was lifting 16 tons of concrete when the fire happened.
And that weight of 16 tons is attached by a cable. And as the fire heat...
Okay, to wear this heavy-ass helmet, was it really necessary? Now, we see another person from the fire department back here, and he just got a soft hat on. Why is he wearing this heavy-ass helmet? We know you're from the fire department. We believe it. You don't got to wear this big-ass hat, you know, on TV. It makes no sense. It makes you look stupid. And look at the body. Oh, that's his protector. Okay. I was wondering why he was there, but let's go.
Heats the cable weakens to a point where it loses its strength, and that's where the collapse occurred.
As you see from the debris on the street, this could have been much worse. We are extremely fortunate.
It could have been what? I didn't catch that. What'd you say, Mayor?
We are extremely free on the street. This could have been much worse. We are extremely fortunate.
The department
debris on the street. This could have been much worse. This could have been much worse. This could have been much worse. We are extremely.
I don't know what that means, but it could have been much whatever he said something. I think he was trying to say worse, but he said some other shit. But let's go.
Fortunate.
The Department of Buildings says checking the structural integrity of all buildings impacted will be the primary focus going forward in their investigation.
We have a specific cranes and derricks unit. All of the DOB personnel is here or en route, and when they have a chance to assess it, we will have more answers for you.
So as you come back to us live, what you're looking at now is the window washing platform, because crews are inspecting the side of the building where the crane fell into on its way down to where we are again on 10th Avenue. Again, this is all because there is still debris that is hanging from both of the buildings, and this is what the officials here want to make sure it does not fall down. So that's why they're putting those measures into place. In regards to the crane, we understand that it will be dismantled at some point, and that.
So that's world event. Fighting a Klan baby all around the country. You know, I'm super secret. Oh, shit. Okay, let him tell us this shit. Let's tell him this shit. I didn't even hear about this shit, but let him tell it. It's funny. This shit is funny. I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny, but it's kind of funny, but it's not funny. All right, let's go.
Officer involved shooting this one on Lemon Avenue as a crime scene tape was around a potentially stolen U-Haul truck that had crashed into a tree. Let's listen into other Dallas officials provide an update on this incident.
Here, I know the traffic would have been brutal at the scene. So what I'm about to say is a brief on the incident that happened today on the officer-involved shooting. I'm going to tell you everything that I know at this point. On Friday, we'll be doing a press conference once we have all the facts in place, but you'll know what I know to this point. I will not be taking questions. The time for questions will be on Friday. But sometime earlier today, in the west part of the city, officers were conducting surveillance.
Okay, let's try this for a second. Let's try this for a second. All right, let's let her go. Let's concentrate on the chick. Don't concentrate on the guy, but concentrate on the chick doing the sign language and see if I'm right here. Okay, let's concentrate on the chick.
Do that dance, baby, do that dance, let's work it. Do that dance, baby, do that dance, let's work it out. Do that dance, baby, do that dance, let's work it out. Do that dance, baby, do that dance, let's work it out. Do that dance, baby, do that dance, let's work it out. Do that dance, baby, do that dance, let's work it out. Do that dance, baby, do that dance, let's work it out. Do that dance, baby, do that dance, let's work it out. Do that dance, baby.
Oh, did she just bust out the robot? Oh, that was a robot move.
Do that dance, baby, do that dance, let's work it out. Do that dance, baby, do that dance, let's work it out. Do that dance, baby, do that dance, let's work it out.
I like her. I like her. Fuck the story. I like her. Get down, girl.
Do that dance, baby, do that dance, let's work it out. Do that dance, baby, do that dance, let's work it out.
Oh, that chick is getting down. Fuck the story. Oh, fuck the story. I like her. She's cute. Where she's from, I like her. She is into her shit. I like her natural hair too. The story is Dallas police officer shoots suspect who rams vehicle. So if y'all care about that shit, you can look it up. What the fuck is all this shit? Oh, okay. The little Adams family girl and shit. Oh, man. Oh, okay. This is a humiliation kind of deal here. This is humiliation, but okay. This is Vikings, one of the Vikings rookies and shit. They was fucking with him.
And full ownership of my actions last week. You know, it's never a good thing when KOC or Quincy got to answer questions or address questions about me off the field. So I just want to apologize to everyone.
I just want to apologize for everyone that I went 134 miles an hour.
I appreciate your question, but I can't really get into too much.
He went faster than the motherfucker. So this NFL player went, maybe this one. Oh, this might. No, it's the same stuff.
Sick of all the ads?
I really am. I'm sick of them. All right. What this nigga got to say? What he got to say? He look like a little bitty dude. This nigga got on pearls? God damn, bro. What you got on? Let's go. He's going 140 miles an hour.
Me off the field. So I just want to apologize to everyone for that.
Questions for Jordan?
Jordan, what happened that night?
I appreciate your question, but I can't really get into too much details about what happened. It's still legal matters going on, but I appreciate your question.
On the one issue that was in the police citation saying that you were going to get a dog emergency, what was can you say with that?
I would say his girl already getting hooked up. I mean, look at these earrings in her. He's got on shells and she's got gold on. You know, she's like, hey, baby, I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 5, and then I need a gold chain. And you can just wear some pocket shells or whatever the fuck that is. But let's go.
Can you say with that situation?
Yeah, again, it's still legal matters going on, like I said. But, I acknowledge that I used poor judgment and I made a really poor decision that I was.
Well, the original story came out that he was going 140 miles an hour. I don't know if he's on the highway, I'm guessing. And then when they stopped him, he said that he had an animal emergency and he was taking his animal to the animal emergency room. And that's why he had to go 140 miles an hour because he cared about Fido. But let's go. Let him tell it.
Definitely learn from it, and I'll make sure that it won't happen.
How do you plan on learning from it?
Just making better decisions. Like I said, I made a poor decision, and I learned from it. And I know what to do now. So moving forward, I'll make sure that never happens.
Kevin or Quasey talk to you about any punishment?
I like to keep our conversation that we had internal, but they were definitely disappointed, upset, but they also showed a lot of support.
You feel lucky that it didn't end worse?
I'm sorry?
Do you feel lucky that it didn't end worse? That it was just a citation you were able to kind of walk away from?
I'm just blessed to be out here on the field, being able to be here with my team. They showed a lot of support as I came back in as well.
And buy your girl gold, because she just showed a couple gold rings on her hand, but let's go.
So right now, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm in a good headspace to keep working and keep getting better at my craft.
Jordan, what injury did you navigate during minicamp, and where is that now?
I don't really want to specify on that, but I've been here all summer with the training staff, getting right, and I just want to give a big shout out to them for getting me back to where I need to be at.
Oh, this nigga ain't saying shit. He ain't saying shit. He ain't really saying shit, but this is the first shaming ritual of for the oh yeah, y'all need to hear this story. Y'all definitely, this is...
You're the guy with the gun.
This is definitely a more exciting story. But that's the shaming ritual for the Vikings rookie. And so here's more of stuff you need to know. Why is it so cloudy? You need to know.
Hey, another air quality alert. Minnesota following the results of this historic wildfires in Canada. And WCCO's Jonah Kaplan is in Canada working on a special series about what's at stake.
I don't know. I like the suit, but I don't know if I like the shirt and tie. But okay, let's go ahead.
And why it matters to us here at home. This morning, he reports from the Canadian Interagency Forest Fire Center in Winnipeg. That's the hub of all wildfire operations.
Nearly 29 million acres burned. That's like the entire state of Iowa on fire. All of it's being monitored right here at what's called CIFC, the Canadian Interagency Forest Fire Center. You see these maps up here. There are 12 countries that are contributing to the firefighting effort. Everything is done on the provincial level, whether it's in British Columbia, the Northwest Territories, all the way east to Quebec, even in Newfoundland, Prince Edward Island, and Nova Scotia. It is a massive effort that we're trying to understand because, of course, where there is all this smoke that is pouring across the border, permeating into not just American airspace, but to our atmosphere, into our cities, into our towns and communities, there is fire, and the fire is in Canada. It's a remarkable...
Well, let me tell you guys, I've chased all around this country, and I was even chasing the Klan baby through these woods, and he always gets away. It was like the Klan baby had his gas mask. He wasn't coughing. I'm coughing and shit. I got a watered handkerchief, and I'm still trying to get his ass up in these woods. But, okay, let him go. Let him tell it. Sorry, I just get excited, Clandestine, you expect to get, the girl failed when she put the hit on the Klan baby. She failed and got arrested, but okay, let's go.
Fire is in Canada. It's a remarkable operation here at CIFC. We're talking with the Director of Operations, and we're also meeting some of the international liaisons, those who have contributed firefighting resources. And according to the operation managers here, the biggest need in Canada is just manpower, boots on the ground. And that's where America is really stepping
Yeah, you niggas that want to volunteer, take your monkey asses up in them woods.
up.
Our longest relationship is with the United States. We've had an agreement with the U.S. since 1982, and we've exchanged resources either from U.S. to Canada or from Canada to U.S. or both every year since then, except for 3 since 1982.
So, like, he got the toupee glued in here. Why didn't they blend this in better? That's fake hair, too. Look at that. Like, what is it with these dudes being on TV and their wigs? Like, if you got a toupee, make your toupee, make it stiff. Not just like, well, this is not your hair, and that's obviously, again, if it's glued in there, you see glue in there, there's no hair there. That's glue and fake hair, and then the way they, like, why? I don't get it.
So our biggest collaborator has been the United States.
Canada authorities obviously very concerned about the wildfires and what can be done, especially when they're so big, when they're so out of reach in more remote areas. These are the kind of questions we're asking as we seek to provide more clarity to the situation here and how it affects us at home in Minnesota and Wisconsin.
Well, oh, goddamn. Well, I don't think we really should give a fuck. They can tell us any goddamn thing. I'm not gonna talk about Sinead O'Connor. You know that shit she said about the Pope. You know they was just waiting to get her ass, so they was gonna end up getting her eventually. Oh, we did get storms last night. I said I want to go outside in the rain. It may sound crazy, but want to go outside in the rain. Ooh, it was storming. Boom, 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 all around. Well, y'all,
Address questions about.
I am really getting tired. I have a whole lot to say tonight, but I didn't want to come without, well, I did not want to come on without at least, for the people that watch, give you a little bit of inspiration on the day out of time. Again, it's, you know, it's up to you how you want to do it. And tomorrow is really the new year. See, does it ever make sense that the new year starts during the death season? Because, you know, winter is death. It's when everything dies. And they really want you to start the business new year ain't January 1st. So why is the new year January 1st when everything's dead? You see, they do the opposite. When everything is alive, you start the year. Doesn't that make more sense? Not when everything's dead. What sense does that make? Why would you start the year when everything's dead? And that just shows you the spell that they have over everything. And the energies are really strong. Again, the Lion's Gate is open until the 8th. For those of you that can tap into that kind of thing, I'm not going to do your research for you. If you want to know about the Lion's Gate, do the research your goddamn self and find out if that's for you. Because sometimes when people bring up these things, people think they can just, hey, I know about it and I can tap into it. It takes a lot of work to tap into it. And so I'm incredibly tired. Oh, my son has bronchitis. I had to sit 2 hours with his punk ass at the hospital. So I didn't get my normal nap. I did get deep meditation. I got meditations outside. I got meditations inside. So I got deep meditations. So yeah, I'm going to call it because I don't have a lot of inspiration to give you other than what I gave you. You know, a lot of these popular stories that young people seem to be concerned about, I don't give a fuck about. And that comes into what does it mean to you? Like a lot of reporting is things that have, you know, what does it mean to you? Like I know local Minneapolis TV don't mean nothing to you, but it's a metaphor for what the fuck is going on around the country. Because everywhere in the country is something similar, some similar fuckery going on in all parts of the country. And that's like the cloning Tyrone. You can, you know, the same thing is going on in this part. The social economicals force the same thing to go on this part. So like a jungle sometimes it makes me wonder. Right? I mean, a couple weeks ago they had the whole country feeling sorry for a sister because it looked like she came for money. And people were making comments. It's like, you know, I was praying for her like she was a relative. Somebody you don't even know. And something that would even make you emotional. And something that's going to, in the long run of things, the long term, going to be detrimental. Because it's going to make people want to respond in slower times and not take these stories too serious. So, I am definitely going to bed. I am tired. I am going to play pickleball because right now I like pickleball a little more than I like streaming. It doesn't mean that I don't like giving this information, but you know I like playing pickleball. So tomorrow is Thursday. Yes, I should be back on tomorrow because I don't think I'm going to play pickleball Friday morning, but I am going to play pickleball tomorrow. And so, yeah, I'm going to go get some sleep. And as much as I want to keep philosophizing, I don't have a lot to philosophize about. But I thank everyone who came on and checked me out. I appreciate it. And so check me out again tomorrow. Enjoy the new year because the day was a day at a time. The Mayan New Year starts tomorrow. So this has been the Chocolate Mountain Show. Till we meet again, definitely say less. I'm going to let my man, Ancestor Production, take us home.
I got to tell you, you go to the history of European civilizations. 250 years is how long they last before they implode because of their greed, because of their violence, because of an inability to let others be, including themselves. If they didn't have brown and black people to hate, they would hate themselves. I got to tell you, you go to the history of European civilizations. 250 years is how long they last before they implode because of their greed, because of their violence, because of an inability to let others be, including themselves. If they didn't have brown